What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I will be doing a inside the mine of the Immortal Unit video. Now when I did a short of this, it was quite popular and I got some comments saying that maybe I should do a long video on it on my Discord. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So, one of the first things you always need to think about before going into a match is your drop zone. So in my games, I will usually have two main drop zones: the square bit of market and stadium. The market area I will go if I want high kills. Stadium I will go if I'm looking for an early loadout. Now as you can see in this, I didn't actually land at any of those places, but that's because it's better off for me to go with my teammates than by myself, as I don't want to be solo trioing people in the square bit of market. Now as I'm looting up here, I hear shots on my right, so I pick up the sniper and I look to my right where I see those people who did those shots. I try to take down my own hits with my sniper, but I end up missing, so I'm not able to connect any shots. So right here I need to play a bit more careful towards that left side of where I am now, because I do not want to take shots from my side. Here, after resetting the fight and plating up, I take another look outside to see if I see anyone. Now as I see this guy, you'll notice that I don't shoot straight away. This is because of something called trigger discipline. If you see someone, don't just shoot at them straight away, because then they'll know where you are. If you wait until you have some clear hits on them, you'll be able to guarantee a plate crack or even a down, and it will be worth it even if they know where you are. As I push up to the top of this building, I take some checks to my left or right without peeking my whole head out to make sure that I don't get hit with someone there. After seeing someone peek on the right, I jump across, but I don't actually realise that my seed has ran out of ammo in its mag. So make sure to always check that. That was a big mistake off my part, as I could have easily died right there.
Enemy soldier incoming.
As I hear that another enemy is incoming, I check the skies to see where they go. As I see that one of them lands here, I peek in to see if I can get some shots off on them. But as I do that, I take a lot of hits to my back. So I go prone and crawl towards my teammate. This way, if they try and rush me while I'm not fully plated, my teammate will be able to help me to make sure that I don't die. As I rush up these stairs, I make sure to just peek the door instead of bashing it open, because that reduces the noise by a lot if you peek it. And also, as I can see here, you will see I use trigger discipline again. I could have easily got some shots on them, but because I know I wouldn't have hit most of them, I played safe and I tried to wait until clear shots. And as I take a snipe to the back, I drop down to make sure that sniper can't hit me while I'm down, and self-res knowing that I'm in a safe spot. As I'm standing on this roof, I hear something very rare in Warzone 2, some accurate audio. Although as soon as these guys push up the stairs, I'm not ready, as he just ends up instantly downing me, as he is just a better player at that moment. So I just keep my fingers crossed that my teammate can do some work. My teammate ends up getting a down, but ends up getting himself down. So I know that my only hope is to crawl to yellow and give him some valuable comms.
There's one camping under the stairs. Are you, yellow?
As I drop back in, I check if my body is clear and check if anyone's at my body. Because I see someone on that roof, I land on the floor near my body and run over to it so that I'm not gliding directly past them. As I get to my body, I pick up all of my loot, including the perk package and everything, and get back into the game to help my teammates. But as I hear that a precision airstrike is incoming, I just make a run for it to a building. And in that building, I end up finding someone, and with my incredible recipe, I just absolutely destroy them.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
As I see that one of my teammates goes down in that building, I check all of the doors to make sure the enemy doesn't come out. Funnily enough, the enemy does. I hit a couple of shots knowing that I do have the advantage with the high ground, and I drop down just because I feel that they are going to rush me. As I spot a guy here, I live mark it just because the muzzle flash on this M4 is twice green, so the live mark means I can shoot the live mark basically. And as I see him, I use that trigger discipline again and wait until I can get some clear shots, and that pays off as I'm able to get an easy down and elimination. As I run up these stairs, I hear some very loud gunfire, meaning that there's some enemies close. As I spot two, I take some shots at them while mounted to reduce that recoil. Mounting is underrated, you need to use it. After seeing my teammate get down, I noticed that someone else is jumping up on us. So I beam them with the M4 and then look after my teammate to make sure he doesn't get downed. But somehow he does, and I'm a bit confused by this, but nevertheless I go over for some jump shots to make sure I down them, to make sure they never get away. That's why you don't kill your teammates. After hearing that there's an enemy dropping in, I look around and see that someone has dropped in right here. After knowing they'll only have a pistol, I go for the rush and then they run inside. So obviously I chase them because I know I have the advantage with some actual guns. As I drop down, this makes sure that I'm able to kill them, and it also makes sure that I will catch up to them and it won't just be a game of cat and mouse.
You have reinforcements inbound.
As I see people over at this direction, I push with my teammate to these people. Don't leave your teammate solo. Whether they like it or not, people need help. But as I attempt to help them, I do get beamed and I fall back because my teammate's dead now and I don't want to be 1v3ing either. While my teammate gets her down, I push towards them, but I notice someone in the water. So here, I take advantage of the fact that I have throwing knives in my loadout. Because if you melee with a throwing knife in your loadout, you do the same amount of damage as if you have a combat knife. So I actually have a bit of an advantage in the water, as I can two-shot people with my throwing knife. After hearing people up the stairs, I crouch walk up and look out, because if I'd sprinted up there I would have hit that claymore and lost all of my shield. So make sure to look out for little traps like that. After not seeing them this side, I know that they must be the other side, so I take some shots and they also are able to take some shots on me. So I go back down, reset the fight by reloading and replating. As I go through pushing them again, I go over to where they last were, but then I get a ping from High Alert saying that they're behind me. That is why High Alert is the best perk. As I drop back down, I throw a smoke to make them think that I'm camping in the smoke. With my teammates now down, it's up to me. As I'm plating up, I make a crucial mistake. I go up the stairs and meet his teammate. Luckily, since I've got a template, I only need 2 plates. So I go down and create where he is to come out. Because if he doesn't come out, he's trapped in the gas, which leads for me to get an easy elimination. So I go over and redeploy both of my squad mates. Make sure to deploy your squad mates. They are your team, they will help. After seeing an enemy in the window, I let my teammates know that there's someone there, by dropping a double ping, which basically means that you tell me there's an enemy there.
Moving here.
Noticing that I'm not in zone, I know I need to rotate, but I do not want to lose the high ground. High ground is such an important part of the game. If you have the height, you have the advantage. And as you will be able to see here, I was able to get so many more kills just because I had the height and the advantage.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Right here, I check where the doors are to this roof. Because if I'm on a roof, I need to know the entrances where an enemy could go. Because if I hear footsteps and I don't know the doors of where they could come in, I'm at a massive disadvantage. Because they will be able to surprise me a lot with where they come in. And because of this information, in the future of this match, it really makes a difference. And now, because of the height advantage I've got, it's just a case of picking people off that are down below. For example, one guy who is being pushed from the zone, I'm able to get some easy hits. Although I noticed that my teammate has gone down, and I want to make sure that they're okay because I need teammates. And then seeing this guy being pushed from the zone again, I am able to get an easy elimination on him. Do you remember what I said before about the doors? Well, here I hear footsteps and I know where they're coming out from because I know where the door is. So because of that, I'm able to survive that guy who attempted to sneak up on me. And once again, it's just a case of picking people off from down below until this guy jumps down and rushes me. And because I'm able to bring back my teammates, I'm able to get saved by them right here. Footsteps in this building and knowing that it's a 3v3, if you look at the teams and the amount of people, I need to play safe here. So I try and round up my team to all come in this building as it's our only hope really. And now it's just down to the last enemy players. If you subscribe, maybe we'll win this.
Last chance, soldier. Kill or be killed.
Final circle closes. We are not in a good position. We're going to be out in the open. An enemy player does a beautiful flank on us. But luckily, a teammate is able to clutch this for me. But then I miss throw my smoke. I do an absolute fail on the throw my smoke, which was a massive thing that was bad for me. If I'd actually done a good smoke throw then, we could have won. Or maybe it's because you didn't subscribe. But either way, that was a good match. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As doing all these voiceovers, it has taken me so long to edit. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe and join the Discord. I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe and join the Discord. Link will be in pinned comment.